5.0 guys with OBX or Torque Monster headers. If you don't mind purging your AC Freon, safely purging it the proper way, this is honestly the best way to change your passenger side header gasket. And it's not all that hard to do as well. What it involves is taking your HVAC box out. Obviously, you purge and properly capture your Freon. Take the evaporator core out, the dryer canister or whatever. Take the throttle body off, and that was about it that I can remember that you need. And look how much room you got, because I need to change the header gasket, and I also have a valve cover oil leak at the back that I need to hammer it straight. I think there's a kink back here that keeps it from sealing all the way. So, because you can see it leaking. Well, that's Freon right there, but it leaks towards the back. You can see it on the transmission. There is a little bit on the valve cover as well, and a little bit of residue on the header as well. So, it makes it infinitely easier. As you can see, you can literally get to the bolts from right up here on top. No problem whatsoever. You don't have to go through the tire well or any of that stuff, or jack the engine up or any of that other crazy nonsense. But again, it does require you to evacuate your system. If that's a problem for you, then it might not be the best method. But if you don't mind doing that and then recharging it, I think it's worth it, because it's a way easier time to do it like this from up top. So that's my recommendation. This is the first time of me actually trying this method, because I was already doing other work as it is, and I think it's worth it. It really is. Again, you got a few bolts through the studs right here. There's a few studs on the back that go right here. Stud right here. And I want to say there's another one. Maybe there was. I don't remember. But yeah, you can see a stud right there. So it's not very hard. There's a vacuum line. You just disconnect it, and you're good to go. This valve cover's been leaking oil for a good minute. It's got my whole starter and bell housing area over here coated in oil, man. So I'm doing some elbow grease cleaning. I'm not gonna do it today, but when I do the restoration project, I'm gonna take these back off. Had these bead blasted, and I'm gonna definitely Cerakote these, so they'll be back to brand new condition and functionality. Considering that I've had these on since 2008, they're actually still in really good shape. Top-notch headers for sure. 2008 is when I bought these. January. GoPro makes a really good gasket overall. They will not be going back on. I will be putting this Remflex on. You see the difference. Now granted, there's two gaskets in here. These are the best fucking gaskets I've used by far. I put them on the good old 3 valve right here. No problems whatsoever. They seal up fantastic. As long as you don't bend them. But they crush as you're tightening down, which also helps lock the bolts in. So it's a win-win. They're more expensive, but I'm telling you, if you don't plan on taking your exhaust apart a whole lot, worth the investment. It doesn't matter if you're old school, middle school, new school, high school. It doesn't matter. I would try Remflex gaskets, and they make a lot of applications. So I would look into that. That will be going back on here. exhaust put back together. As you see, the gasket is in. It is sandwiched pretty good. Good, nice and tight. It is nice taking this HVAC box out. It gives you a lot more room. Collector flange. I put some new bolts in on that. Some exhaust RTV on there. So it should be sealed up really good. So now, just need to put the HVAC box back on. I'm gonna put some new spark plugs in. Front accessories, HVAC box, throttle, fill it with fluids, start it, change the oil. She should be back on the road.